Right, Joe, what are we going to be doing here, mate?
Well, I'm going to be changing the line on one of my reels here. And what I'm going to use to take the line off the reel today is a line stripper. With this line stripper as well, there's an arrow on the top and it tells you which way the line is going to go. So I've got to enter the line in there. Okay. You can press the button and you can see now it's pulling the line off already.
Gotcha.
So if you can guide that into the bag, and I certainly will, and I will start stripping it. It's important when you're stripping a line because the reel's in free spool. You could get an overrun doing this. So I'll keep my finger there just in case I am going to get an overrun.
A bit of tension on it.
Yeah, so here we go.
Okay.
There we are. Nearly had an overrun straight away
there.
But you can see how quickly the line stripper is taking the line off the reel, yeah.
Fantastic, isn't it?
And it won't be long now before I'll be coming down to the backing line. And there, the click, you heard the click then?
I did, aye.
Yeah, right, so what I'll do now, I'll put that down.
What's that line at the back there then, Joe?
This is the backing line. This is the line that I first put on the reel when I first purchased the reel. And that line, basically, it never ever comes off. One thing that is important is when you purchase a reel, whatever line you decide you're going to use on that reel, generally I use 0.32 or 0.35 diameter line on these, which is like 12 or 15 pound. You need the backing to be of a similar diameter line. And what I'm using on this reel today is a 15 pound power steel. And the knot I'm going to use today is a double grinner knot. Now what Peter's doing, he's going to keep a little bit of tension on there, so when I'm winding it on, it's quite easy for me to keep control of the line going on. Now I'm guiding the line on with my finger and thumb, and I'm moving it back and forth across the spool. And Peter is keeping the tension on the spool. And when I'm loading the line on the reel, it's not putting loose line on the reel. So now I'm getting very close to the top of the spool now. And as you can see, I'm still moving the line across the reel. And basically the line is very, very close now to that chamfer which I was talking about before. And there it is. The line is right up to the top of the spool now. And as you can see, I'm at the bottom of that chamfer. So now the reel is correctly loaded, what I'm going to do is I'm going to attach a shock leader to the line.
Okay. So why are you going to put the shock leader onto that then, Joe?
Well, the reason for the shock leader on the end of the line, I'll just quickly cut this now. Because the line is 0.33 diameter and it's only 15 pound.
Yeah.
I will be casting 5 and 6 ounce lead weights. And obviously this line wouldn't be strong enough to take that. So the idea of the shock leader is you attach the shock leader to the lead weight or the trace that you're going to cast.
Right.
And it needs to be long enough to go through the rod rings back to the reel and at least 4 turns on the reel.
Got you. And what product is it then, Joe?
This is 60 pound orange Power Flex.
Right.
It's a high vis shock leader which is easy to see when you're winding it back in. So all I do now is I just wind this back onto the reel, like so, and that there is a correctly loaded multiplier with the correct shock leader tied to it.